What's going on, guys? Freddie here. Just played at the Kissimmee Regional this last week. Got ninth place, got the bubble. Deck performed fine. I was undefeated till about round 7. Lost round 7 to my own mistake. Round 8 was okay. I really couldn't do much about that loss. And then round 9, I was grateful to play one of my friends. Starting off with but shout out to everyone in the Discord, everyone who helped me test for the event. People like Damien, especially Juan Brand, Pat Mateer, Brian, Zach, Jay, Jason, Joseph, Shaheen, Rennie for doing the favor of recording this. Shout out him. Pretty much shout out to everyone who I didn't miss. Maybe Chen. Everyone really helped me. Everyone I theoried with that thought the deck could perform well. And yeah, this shout out Casey. And then yeah, that seems to be pretty much it. All right. Let's get started with the deck profile. So for the regional, I decided to play Solfachord Yummy. I tried out the Mitsu variant. I thought it had too many bricks, and the pure Yummy variant just didn't have enough push. So I thought this deck, with the amount of it worked better with my playstyle. So obviously we have Cupsy, F3 Marshmallow. Shout out Zach for letting me borrow his for the event. 2 Cookie, 2 Lollipo. If I had to change anything about the monster lineup, I'd probably cut down on one Cookie. Felt like I was drawing too many names at one point towards the end. So really didn't like. Some hands were kind of brickish because it was like three names going second, and obviously you want to see more non-engine. We got these. And for the actual Solfachord lineup, we have 3 Promoa, 1 Solfeggio, 1 Cutia. Monsters wise, for the Solfachord monster engine, I would not change anything up. This card was glued to my hand for most of the regional. The brick, I drew it sometimes, but not enough to where it really impacted the game to where I super bricked. And sometimes I would just make Herald using this. People say it's a brick. I think it's a very great card either way because it's a free special summon for plays. It can turbo out Herald before 4 summons, and yeah. Moving on to the spells of the deck, I have obviously in-engine bricks, the minion, the Akroki, and the surprise. Out of these 3, Akroki was definitely the best card. I know I had multiple times during it when I would have an okayish hand, but thanks to Akroki, whether it was a round 3 against one of my Dracotail opponents, he bounced one of my cards in game 3. I didn't have a Yummy starter. I was just playing on full Solfachord, and because he bounced it, I was able to special summon out Cupsy from my deck, able to start off with my whole place. Wouldn't change this lineup very much. Going second, people say sometimes to side this out. I just don't see the reason for it. I think this card is great, even with the engine. Always being able to special summon something out from the deck is always great, and the pop is crazy. Moving on to the last of for the Solfachord spells, we have just Triple Happiness. Odd card. This card was also glued to my hand. If this resolves, you probably lost. Especially if my opponents didn't know what the cards did. If my opponent didn't know what the first effect of Happiness did, they pretty much weren't really able to win, because the amount of body and the amount of pressure that you put up all at once because of one card is crazy, and then the bounce back. And we play Call by Talents. Not much to say about these cards. These cards are great. And hand trap lineup, we play 3 Fua, Insane, 3 Ash for Charmies, 3 Droll. Card was irrelevant. Never drew it once. Never saw it. 3 Bell. It was okay. Paired up with any other hand trap, I felt like it did a great job, but by itself, it's not really that great. Then we played 2 Dark Ruler and 3 Purge. Not much explanation. Dark Ruler in the main, just in case, just to stop the Yummy Mitsu matchup. It can be very difficult sometimes, so I feel like having to main deck Dark Ruler in our current format is a must. On for the extra deck, obviously we played the 3 Snatchy. This card's a must in the deck. Then we played the 3 other Synchros. 1 Metal Marcher, 1 Herald, and then the Solfachord. Link 3. I didn't play the Link 2. Instead, I just made IP to make it for the IP protection. I just felt like the Link 2 really didn't come up too much in testing. So, and then the IP just is all around a great utility card. We have SP, Almirage, Link Rebo. My 2 flex spots for the weekend were Link Spider and Gorgon. Link Spider was there just in case if I got nibbed, and then Gorgon was there just in case I played against Lunalight, or it was mostly used for a Metaltronus target. I never made these 2 over the weekend, so I was basically playing a 13 card extra deck, but it's better to be safer than sorry, so it's kind of like you have to play them. And then for my side deck, played Triple Tronus. For matchups like Yummy or the Yummy Mitsu, you just hit the Murakumo with summoning Gorgon, or you can hit other Yummy names. This also was a starter for me sometimes if I bricked. Metaltronus, one of their names, and then special summon my own. The 3rd Dark Ruler, just in case. Then for the back row hate, we had 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Feather Duster. Didn't know what I was going to play against, so it was better just to cover maybe the rogue matchups with these. So, and for the Dracotail, 3 Retalsies. Against every single one of my Dracotail opponents, I drew this card. This card's insane. And even if it was banishing a lot of cards, I would use it as support to some of the Solfachord monsters to help me summon this out faster. So it was just an extra body sometimes. Really didn't conflict with the banishing that much. And then finally we have 5 going first cards. We have Judgment, obviously a great card. 2 Warning, Spell, 1 Blackout. Blackout, real savior. Against one of my matchups, I was able to call Jokul against K9 Krishon, and as everyone knows, that's very great against the deck. And that's pretty much for my main ones. A couple important matchups I had was my 2 losses were to Yummy Mitsu. One of them was avoidable. I very much misplayed. I surprise summoned too early, and then he Dark Rulered me again. I was greedy. I could have won that one. And then my next one was game 3. He ashed my Fua, and Fua was my only thing, so can't really play around that. And then things that probably change about the deck. For Pittsburgh coming up, testing, I probably will end up cutting one of the Yummy names just because of too much normal summoning. Probably Cookie. Seems to be the number one that could be cut. Lollipo has just too much implication sometimes into different matchups. And then side deck wise, I'll probably play 3 Lancia. Malice starting to come up, so just to cover the base of that matchup, because it's really, in my opinion, it's die roll dependent. If they win the die roll, there's a very high chance that they're going to win the duel. And for the extra deck space, Only potential saying could be Gorgon. You could switch out Gorgon for Starham or maybe another extender like the Silhouette Rabbit just to stop the Dark Ruler. But I think I would just stay with Gorgon just for the Tronus and just to be able to stop Murakumo from going boom and absolutely wiping our board. And that's pretty much it. Got the bubble, unlucky, but there's always next time. And yeah, shout out to everyone for. Thank you so much.